Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Slice and Dice. We're gonna do a pretty tough one here, third Gnoll. What this does is it makes it so that every third turn a Gnoll spawns on the board. These have 3 HP and they have armor, which means that all incoming damage is reduced by 1 and they hit pretty hard. So of course you can beat this curse like any of the third insert enemy name here curses by just killing stuff before the third turn. Although even with, normal difficulty, maybe being a little bit easy, that's not exactly something you can always rely on. So you also need to be prepared for dealing with Gnolls. And for my money, one of the toughest things about any of the curses that add an enemy on the third turn is that a lot of times at the end of the second turn, you leave an enemy with 1 HP and it runs away. But you cannot do that with those curses because the enemy appears before the other enemy would have run off. We're gonna kill the boar and the goblin's gonna run because the goblin does that if he's alone. So a lot of times you end up having those third turns you normally wouldn't have had. And of course you should try to find ways to kill Gnolls quickly. So that means trying to take people that can do 4 damage. For example, the ranger can do 4 damage with this and the gladiator will do 4 damage with this. So that's a possibility. You can try to get 4 damage. In addition, spells like drop from the evoker will one-shot a Gnoll, and the enemies that come on the third turn always come in on the top. I think, you could try the approach of, well, I'm just gonna try to be awesome and murder normal difficulty, and then if the Gnoll shows up, the Gnoll shows up. But I think having a backup plan of like, here's how I'm gonna kill them if they pop up is also pretty good. Now, Ranger's just a great class. These that do 1 damage do nothing to the Gnolls, but it's just such a good thing. And then if you end up getting the yellow combatant later that has the chain sides, those work nicely as well because that becomes a 2 damage cleave. So we'll take the ranger, even though maybe as far as Gnolls go, the gladiator's actually stronger. Plus, I may have been influenced by the fact that ranger's good against this board, since the ranger can do a bunch of spread damage to all these dinky little enemies. All right, we'll just content with one-shotting a bunch of them. And then Alloy, do you have any damage sides? You have 2 damage sides? Well, we'll just search for one of those. We got it, great. Okay, so we'll kill the bee in the front that was guarding all these archers, and yeah, we should be able to get this done right quick. The archer will run. This is still the first turn, so that's just over. Okay, Wand of Wand is kind of an interesting thing. You can make an enemy, one of the sides of an enemy work only once. It's a bit niche. I don't want bark skin, which makes you immune to shields. We'll take a random tier 1 because there are tier 1 items that are kind of useful. This tragically is not one of them because it replaces the middle side as well as the left side. Let me take a quick look though. Is there anything here that I would do? I mean, I could replace the healer. No, that's just bad. So yeah, that was a useless one. But again, don't feel bad when you go random and get something useless because you just weren't getting something useful to begin with, clearly, since you went random in the first place. All right, this is a great side. It's the best thing you could possibly roll on turn 1 with the ranger because it'll do double damage to an enemy with max HP. So this will take the wolf down to 2, and then I can kill the wolf with a burst, which I got because the prodigy actually rolled one of his sides that does something. So this healer is actually totally safe. We're just gonna roll for damage on all the other heroes. This is the healer's best side, 2 mana. And again, the healer is totally safe. I am just gonna try to get damage on the alloy, and we got it. All right, so we're gonna do, hold up, first this. And I could do this. I'm not really able to take advantage of the fact that the wolf has 1 HP. Maybe I am. Maybe I can Scorch here. That'll kill off the archer. And so now I'm hoping I can just do 5 damage and kill the boar before the Gnoll shows up, because the Gnolls are really annoying to deal with for a team 1 party. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got there. We got there. So we can whack Mr. Boar and make sure you kill it. Don't just leave it to run, because it won't run because a Gnoll shows up. This is a scary fight here, because if a Gnoll shows up, we actually could run out of resources. This thing adds single use to all sides, so it's a little tricky to do 11 damage and kill this rat in 2 turns. Maybe if I kill it and a Gnoll shows up and the rat is still here, I could still be okay. All right, the warden is a fine class, but we're gonna take the soldier, just the upgrade over the fighter. I want every single little bit of damage I can possibly handle because we really need to take this bramble down quickly. Okay, we got pretty lucky. So the soldier rolled his best side, the prodigy rolled one of their only sides. The main issue, of course, is the prodigy now stands to die, and this isn't enough to protect it. The alloy, unfortunately, however, does not have anything that will actually protect the Prodigy with just one. So I'm forced to spend 2 mana to save this thing, which kind of sucks. Not sure what to do about that. I fished for this and I can't believe I actually got it. Healer got their best side as well. I have to be honest, that is pretty lucky. So let's take a look at where we're at here. We do 4 damage to Bramble, we do 3 damage to Bramble. We actually do just kill Bramble. Oh man, that is pretty amazingly lucky. So I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. These are actually probably good to take, but I am just not gonna bother with these curses. We're gonna just try to win normally. This is a weird one. Replace the middle side and the 2 right sides with a bunch of garbage. And then this is really weird as well, to be honest. I don't really understand what this is either. We're just taking a random tier 2. And it's this. This thing is actually really good conditionally. So there are some combos with this that are absolutely disgusting. Right now, of course, doesn't do anything, so I'll just stick it on the Prodigy who has blanks there. But I'm very happy to get that. You know, if it never does anything, neither were the items that I passed ever going to do anything, but this at least has a chance of maybe one day doing something. Okay, I'm gonna keep rolling for the cleanse on this because the soldier's getting thinged. Prodigy's been doing a good job rolling one of their only 2 active sides. Now, what are we doing? We're killing a snake. And now we turn our attention. Oh, the goblin's gonna run. Yeah, we got some pretty good rolls in the early game here, so this is still just normal difficulty where we're getting pretty good rolls. All right, this is tough. These are gonna be tough to kill in 2 turns. So I'm really looking to see if something can help me out here, and this is interesting. So the Armorer has some synergy with the Ranger. It can make the Cleaves do 2 damage apiece, or, you know, it can make this do 6 damage to an uninjured enemy. It can also buff the damage of the soldier, so if we do finish off this ogre, we could make the bandit run. If you overkill an enemy by 2 or more, the bandit runs, or an adjacent enemy by 2 or more, the enemy runs. So what I think I'm gonna do is take it. The Enchantress a fun class, I like the flip and stuff, but I think we're gonna take the Armorer, and we're going to hope that we can bring this ogre down quickly and make the bandit run away. That would mean 10 damage in 2 turns with some overkill. All right, everyone's safe. Remember, when the ogre loses this HP, everyone takes it gets +1 to its sides, but even with that, the Armorer is still safe, so I'm gonna roll for damage here. I'll take minimum damage, though it's kind of sad, and I'm gonna still roll for damage on this Armorer, and we got it. Okay, so you put it here. Now this is doubled, so it goes from 4 to 6. We go whap, and now it's a little bit tricky, because I could kill the ogre with a burst and the sword, but it's not gonna make the bandit run. However, I still think that's the correct play. I'm not gonna wait because the Armorer's dead. There is a line here, by the way. I should mention this. You can hit the ogre with the sword and save the Armorer with burst. And what you're doing here is fishing for the opportunity to overkill the ogre next time. How likely is that? Well, the soldier would have to get a 3 or a 2 while the Armorer gets this buffer. And you need to be able to hit the ogre for 1 damage, which is actually not that unlikely. I would need to get some mana to Scorch for 1, or the Ranger needs to get one of these, which are 1 normally. It's just buff now. Oh man, that's actually, you know, fine, we'll do it. This is stupid, you shouldn't do this, but I think that'll be nice to just get the fight done. I think the more correct play would have been just to kill the ogre, kill the bandit, and then kill the ogre, quote unquote, fairly. Well, we got there. We got the 1 damage from the Ranger, and then now this overkills the ogre by 2 and the bandit runs. Okay, this is a good one for a tier 3 item. Honestly, I think it's incredible. Just 1 shield every turn. Not only does that give you some survivability, but it also synergizes later with characters who have the steal. Now, gray and yellow characters are the ones that tend to have a steal ability. The Armorer does not have any steal stuff, but the soldier or the Armorer, well, they're both level 2. They could definitely level into level 3 things that have a steal. This thing, I don't understand it. It's just dumb. We're gonna take the enchanted shield. Right now, since we don't have any steal stuff, I'm just gonna stick it on my lowest HP enemy. And the Militia, well, I hope he targets the Prodigy. He doesn't, targets the Ranger. Remember, the Militia runs if you get 5 shield on whoever he's targeting. So I'm gonna re-roll the soldier. What I'm actually looking for is one of the soldier's shields. And I'd also could get mana to burst the Ranger. That would also make the Militia run. And that actually happened. So we got a little lucky there. We can get this done, and now we just go after the Cyclops. Now this would normally be very easy because you just stun the Cyclops when you hit this HP, but remember there is a Gnoll coming. So we're probably gonna end up having to fight it unless we go completely gangbusters here with damage. I need the soldier to do damage. All right, the soldier didn't do damage, but the Armorer and the Prodigy stepped up. I'll roll the healer. we are now in position to stun the Cyclops. Now, unfortunately, I can't quite kill it. Notice is what I'm talking about. You could burst normally and the Cyclops would run, but I'm not gonna burst now because what would happen is the Gnoll would appear on the 3rd turn before the Cyclops ran. So now we gotta finish this off fair and square. We got lucky here. This will kill the Cyclops. And the Gnoll is hitting the armorer whom I can protect. So I'm just gonna do this to keep it really simple. The Gnoll is going to be sleeping next turn, and then I'll kill it. Oh, I didn't actually even need the heal. This does nothing, unfortunately. But now we just have a turn to do 4 damage, kind of. It's technically more than that, because if you're not doing 4 at once, each time you hit it, he does resist 1 bit of damage. But that's 1, 2, so I actually did 6 damage to it there, because I did 2 at a time. And each time I did 2, it was resisted down to 1. All right, we got one of the hardest mid-game fights in the game. And this one's a really tough one. I have mixed feelings about Sparky. These sides are pretty bad because they don't do anything unless someone else is giving mana, and then these are some pretty weak mana sides. In addition, this thing is kind of whatever, like it's 1 mana for 2 damage most of the time. Where it's good is you can kill immune enemies with this, you can kill those stone HP enemies with this, so this does have some uses, but I love the Druid. It's got 2 mana sides, it's got a good AoE spell. The healer is crap, so I think the Druid is a clear play there. You have to be careful whenever you hit this HP. It causes damage to the high ally, middle ally, low ally. What I'm looking for here is to shoot down Agnes, and luckily I got there. I'm actually just gonna take this. I don't even wanna take a 1 in 36 chance that my ranger friend rolls a blank twice. I want Agnes down before she summons the stupid wolf, and the Prodigy delivers again. Wow, MVP Prodigy, got a hit with this because this has to target enemies with the most HP. And now we do a little bit of spread damage, and yeah, that is about as well as this fight can possibly go. Now this may seem like a little bit of a greedy move, letting the armorer go down to 2 instead of using the burst to protect it, keep it to 4, because now with this is lost, the armor actually dies. So I have a little bit of a, what's it called, like a chore here. I have to protect the armor, but the armor has a lot of armor, 5 out of 6 sides, so I wasn't super worried about it. I'm actually gonna use this healing from the Prodigy because one of the mana sides already went, so I might as well beef the armorer all the way back up here. Now the soldier hits that, armor takes 2 damage. We do this to finish that off. This is, wow. This is about as good as this fight has ever gone for me. I am gonna hit Magrat here. The Prodigy lives because of this shield from this incredible tier 3 item, and I'm not gonna burst. Normally, you could burst here and she'd run away, but there is a Gnoll coming. So it's been very fortunate that I could actually kill off 2 of the 3 of these mini bosses, because if I had to deal with any of them and their wolves and whatnot, while a Gnoll was showing up, that would have been really tough. All right, Mana Jelly, single use and cantrip to all mana gain side. That is most interesting. So, what do I really gain from that? Not a whole lot. I just keep rolling and then they get used up. Fangs is self-heal to the left. This is underwhelming. I'm just gonna take a random one and hope it's a 5. It's a 3. So the top 2 sides get growth, so they grow each time you use them, but the middle gets decay. I'm gonna be a little frisky here. We're actually gonna stick it on the ranger, so it's sort of stupid, but you often don't end up wanting to use this more than once anyways, because by the time you get it a second time, every enemy's been damaged. And then these top 2, I actually can grow to have like multi-damage cleave. Now, the thing is that you might say, okay, but it's only 2 of the sides get better and 3 get worse. But remember, if you think about the math, you have a 19 out of 27 chance if you use all your rerolls to get one of these 2 sides. So most of the time you're gonna be able to hit the side that has growth. I'm not saying that's a great item. It is, after all, only a tier 3 item, but I think it's better than it looks. Okay, Prodigy serving up some goods again, and Ranger, can you not get a blank? You got your decay side, which kind of sucks. What I'm gonna do here is just keep it kind of simple. We're going to just one-shot the Imp, and then hit the Banshee. Remember that the Banshee has this power. The first time you use an ability each turn, everybody takes a damage. It's fine. We'll just pop it. I'm gonna pop it twice, so I don't need to use the burst next time, because next time I burst, the soldier's dead. I'm hoping I can get 5 damage off of just my dice. Okay, well, that's 1, 2, 3. If this can be damaged, I need a 2/3 chance of getting damage here. Okay, got there. You know, sometimes you just roll nothing but crap, we have to put on this shield so the soldier doesn't die from the Banshee's ability when I burst. This is actually important because if I do it, I don't get to undo it. All right, Fiend is a fun one with this burn spell. I am just gonna take Glacia. I love Glacia. Every side has something on it, and this is a really cool one. It weakens, so it lets you stop summons, and then the Glacia also has a weakening wand. I'm gonna switch the shield over to the Druid. The Druid and the Ranger have the fewest HP, and this thing doesn't have a home right now. That is fine. Again, that is something that synergizes well with some other items that appear throughout, which I don't know if I should talk about that now, because it's kind of hard to visualize. There's an item called Dogma, which makes it so that when you replace a side, only the pips change. So what that would do with, oh, I can't, can I not see my inventory? I don't think I can see my inventory. Interesting, you can't see the inventory during battle? Most fascinating. Which makes it so that you could turn your top and bottom sides into 10 pips. You know, this sort of nutty thing is like that. Okay, let's see, we protect the soldier. This, where does this go? If you can armor this up, by the way, you can one-shot a ghost, which is very strong. As it is, I'm gonna take the immunity off of the ghosts so that I can kill them next turn. And then we're gonna kind of see what the Sudools have. The Sudools are weird. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, so you can roll nothing or a 6, which is devastating. It's just a little bit of randomness. 4 and 5 is a little tough here. Okay, well, we've got this, and I have to evaluate this. This can only hit one of the Sudools, which I could then kill off. So yes, I will take it. I'm gonna keep rolling that because that's the decaying side. This is also decay, but right now 2 damage is good, so I'll just take it. I don't need to worry about cleanse because this ghost is gonna be dead, so we're gonna re-roll this trying to get damage or mana, and we got damage. Okay, perfect. So we're going to kill you for sure. Now, Soldier and Druid are dying from this one and from this one, so it's 2 separate sources, which is a little bit tricky, but we can save the soldier with that. So the question is, how do I save the Druid? Well, I can use the axe, and this is a little bit clunky. I guess we'll balance to make it work nicely. And then I'll hit you, and you're gonna die to another balance. Now, there's a Gnoll coming. We're a little bit beat up, and this Sudool still has a lot of HP. Luckily, the Gnoll's targeting the Ranger and not killing the Ranger, which is really good news. This is sort of funny. I'm not gonna use that, I don't think. I don't think I wanna use this either. We're just gonna roll here. We got mana, that's good. I want my fighter to do damage. Yikes, we did not get good luck there, but I'm not complaining. I've had a lot of good luck this run. We're gonna do this, even though it does nothing to the Gnoll, it finishes off the ghost. And now the main problem is this armor getting killed by the Sudool. So we're gonna kill the Sudool. I'll just use burst. Feels weird to not balance here, but the balance doesn't actually do anything to the Gnoll. Now, oh, I can actually save 1 HP on the Ranger. Yippity skippity dippity doo. Okay, now we need 4-ish damage or 5, depending on how many attacks you spread it out among. So there's 2, yeah, we're just done here. Let's just not dick around. 6 damage to finish it off. All right, when you save a hero, you get 2 max HP, and the left side gets single use and +2 pips. I am tempted to take a random, but I like wand grips. It's just a cute item, because if you put it on something that's already single use, then all it's doing is giving it 2 pips. And so now this is a weaken 3, which is kind of silly. You can also put it here and make this an 8 damage early on. However, since that already one-shots the bones, I feel like I'm fine with keeping that the way it is and just doing a weaken wand on somebody at some point to maybe save somebody. Okay, I'm gonna keep 2 mana for the Glacia though. That's a pretty good result. And hold on, how am I saving the soldier? I guess we're gonna chill this turn to save the soldier. That seems to be the plan. We'll keep the damage. I don't want him to roll a shield. And we got that, which is nice. Okay, so we're gonna buff this. And where to target? I think we'll target, well, either way, we're targeting the bones, the fanatic, and one of the golems. It's equivalent. So, okay, we'll do that, I suppose. Now we'll kill the bones. And that golem will be chilled. Oh, I don't save the soldier. Interesting. I don't save the soldier with this line because the fanatic's really popping off. Okay, so we're gonna do a slightly different plan. I'm gonna do this because it not only buffs the damage, but also gives an armor. We're gonna hit the bones with that, do this, and now, after I chill, I can burst to save the soldier. It's clumsy, But the Fanatic does do damage to themselves. I like generally letting the Fanatic just kill itself if possible. Lets your defense be offense. This is a fantastic roll. I got very lucky here. Fanatic going after the Druid, who is super easy to protect. So I just need 1 armor here, and then I'm fine. And then I'm gonna keep this for the Ranger to hopefully roll a multi-attack. Or this, that's acceptable. We'll do this. So this is now doing 6 damage, which kills that Golem, saves the Druid. I don't even have to worry now. The main issue I have, of course, is there is a Gnoll coming. Can I kill this right now? No. That would die before the Gnoll came, but there's no way I was killing that Golem. So strategy here, we're gonna try to, never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna try to kill the Golem, but the Gnoll hit the Glacier, which is very difficult to protect, so we're gonna try to kill the Gnoll. We have the goods to kill it right now, so I'm not gonna dick around. We're just gonna take it. We're just gonna keep everything here, kill the Gnoll. We're safe from that Golem. No need to spend the mana. Just keep in mind that if I don't kill the Golem this turn, I'm okay, because this is the 4th turn. So then on the 5th turn, there will be another Golem, or sorry, in the 6th turn, there'll be another Golem coming, but that's not the next turn. There's that growth side. I think we're good here. This thing isn't shielded or anything, it's just a Golem. Okay, Anvil. No. I'm not turning this into some random tier 3 item. Oops, I almost clicked accept. Declined. All right, we got Ludus. The more I play, the less I like this. I mean, it's funny, but I don't think it's actually very good. So we're gonna take Keeper. The main thing this is missing Cleanse. So it is a little sad to lose Cleanse, and it's sad, of course, to lose the buff potential of the Armorer. However, what we do have here is a couple of steel sides. So now with the 1 free shield, these do 6 armor, which, okay, it's not that huge of a deal. There's a little bit of indirect healing here, and then these with the repel let you hit back row enemies. You get a lot of value from the Keeper. I'm a big fan. Lich is a really interesting boss. They summon bones, they have petrify, they hide behind their bones. These are the worst sides when it rolls the stupid damage 1 to all weaken. It's really, really annoying. But what are you gonna do? So everyone's gonna be weak next time. This seems stupid to use on the bones, so we'll just take that and roll for mana. Okay, so I think the move here is I'm gonna hit this bones up here and hit there to kill it off. Then we don't quite kill that bones, so what I'm gonna do is hit that one. The plan I have with the Lich is to kill off that top bones, and then always when the Lich summons bones from the ability here, and also when you kill one of these plus dice, the bone, or plus HP, the bones appears below the Lich. So I like to kill all the bones that appear below the Lich, which helps kill off the other bones, and also, of course, damage the Lich himself. Okay, everybody's weakened, but this is fine. That kills the bones. This is interesting. I could use it to damage that bones for 1. Is that better than fishing for steel? It's fine. This is stupid. Yeah, I'll take this growth, even though it's weakened. It's the side that grew last time, so it still does 1, so I can use it, and then it grows for the future, which is nice. All right, Glacier got a 2 mana side, which is 1 mana, which I'm very happy about. So we do this, then, hold on a second, why that? Oh wait, because it had 2 HP. Okay, so we do that, then we hit everybody, then we kill this off. I think that's pretty good. If I could have gotten this out of the way, if I had 1 more mana, I would totally just kill this bones and then chill the Lich, but unfortunately I don't have enough, and also the bones would have damaged the Lich and other bones would have popped out. Oh god, there's a Gnoll! Oh god, and the Lich rolled one of the best sides. Oh, that's very sad. This is very scary. The Gnoll now is making presence felt, is killing the Keeper. Luckily, we do get this to kill off the Gnoll. We do get this to save somebody. This will kill most of a bones. This is a mana. And I'm looking for damage here. Mana is the same as damage. Okay, so we killed the Gnoll. And now the race is on. What I want to do here is actually kill this bones. Gonna do a little bit of an exception to my usual because I don't want to waste the damage. So we do that. That kills all of the boneses. The steel side is a little stupid. You know what? Hold on. We're gonna be precise. This steel side does so little. I should roll for the repel. There's a 1 in 3 chance, but I gotta take it. Okay, I got nothing. It's fine. I didn't care about that steel side. It was just a damage. So there was really... Hold on, there's actually a better way to do this. This is the way, and then you double burst that one and you still hit the Lich. But this one is still alive. No, actually this is one of those times where maybe the way I did it before is better because I actually prefer to have both bones be gone than to have the Lich take an extra damage. So everyone is still weak, which is ridiculously annoying, and he gets it again. That's like my least favorite thing in this fight. Luckily, I rolled my growth side again, and I got a mana there. The steel side does nothing. I am gonna fish. Actually, this is fine. This is fine. Actually, this is fine. Okay, hold on. This is great. So at the situation we're in now, the Lich does not spawn another skeleton, so he's exposed. I'm gonna do this just to stop him from weakening everybody. Oh, and I should have this be a heal. And then, yeah, we're good. I could have also chilled the Lich because I was able to expose him. With the Lich, it's like the Office meme, where like, yeah, if you could just, summon bones every time, that would be great, because that side is just not a problem. I should reroll that. It's the other sides, the petrifying and the weakening, that are super annoying. This is pretty good. We can do, hold on, I should have it be a heal. This makes all of a hero's sides self-shield equal to their pips and heal equal to their pips. So that was a heal 3 for the soldier effectively, and there's no point not to do it. Now the fight's dragging on so long, we got another Gnoll. Oh dear. So we're gonna just kill it right now. And I'm hoping I can just save this Glacia with something that I roll. This is good enough, I'll accept. So we do it like this, and then we go whack, whack, whack. I just don't wanna deal with those Gnolls. Okay, you're petrified for 2, but the Lich actually ran. Nice. Probably not gonna do this. Probably not gonna do it. No. Juice it's a cool item actually. It's pretty good. You often use it on your gray heroes. Put it on this repel, and then you repel 2, damage 2, cleanse yourself for 2. This thing is sort of stupid, but I do not want to fight a Caw egg and a Caw while there's an alpha on the field potentially summoning wolves. Let's just keep it safe. We got copy left on the middle, which is an interesting one. It doesn't help, like, with getting rid of a bad side, but it can, like, make a hero stronger if their left side's much better than the middle side. I could get, like, another copy of this wand. I could maybe copy this. Then I'm just gonna take this silver pendant. What this does is it just makes a 2-item combo. You get a shield every turn, and then this increases shields by 2. So the Keeper's getting 3 shields per turn. This is now a shield 8. And I'm also gonna put the wand grips here so that if I can roll this early enough, we can murderlate this alpha before he can fill the board with wolves. This is a Gnoll that's just there in the fight. We're gonna get more Gnolls, of course. Like nobody's business. Okay, so I'm tempted to keep this, but I am actually going to roll it. I really do want to find that side. Now that I have the opportunity again, I'm not gonna re-roll. Okay, so here we are going to, what? I think we're gonna go after, I think I should just kill this Gnoll. It feels bad to not hit the alpha, but I do have 2 mana and I have chill, so I can chill the alpha to stop a wolf summon once. I think I'm okay with that. All right, the Glacia's threatened with death. Oh, I shouldn't have damaged it. Oh my God, I should have stuck to the plan. Well, this sucks. So it's just 4 damage. It's not terrible, and this will actually save the Glacia, so that's good. 1 mana is the Glacia's worst side, and the Glacia has no blanks, so you might as well re-roll, unless you like are really afraid of rolling the wand of weakening for some reason. I should just kill this alpha, and yeah, I still don't mind repelling because that did 2 damage. Now the druid's a little bit weak, and we have a Gnoll, of course, coming out. This is probably gonna get chilled. That is, of course, if I get a mana. I got a mana, great. I've already lost that side, so I guess we're just gonna do this for 1 damage to the demon. Okay, that's 2 damage to the Gnoll, 2 damage, and I'm not chilling, unless the druid gets mana or damage, which they did, okay. So the plan here is stop the imp summon, and then kill the Gnoll with a kind of pretty ugly brute force. But my hope is I can just do 6 damage, and then I've got another turn after that if needed, before another Gnoll appears. 2, 4, save the druid just in case. That's the weakest side. Oh, I was done. I only needed 1 mana to finish this. We have to save a die to get rid of this last HP. Can't burst that down. All right, this is interesting. So the agent is a super fun class because this is a quad use, which means if you have any sort of buffs, it just goes off the rails. It does, however, suffer like against petrifying enemies, against spikies, and it can also be a problem if you don't have any synergy, which I don't. I have absolutely no synergy with that. Unfortunately, this is in the middle, so if I use the poo-poo, it would have decay, not growth. If it had growth, obviously that would be incredible, but I have no way to benefit from that. The Prophet's not my favorite tier 3 healer. The reason for that is that while this is some pretty good healing stuff, you're not gonna win fights just by regenning everybody forever. And it doesn't have cleanse. So there's no cleanse, there's no combat capabilities, and there's not that much mana. So I'm actually not a fan of either of these choices, and we're gonna take a random level up. I'm really happy about this. Venom is pretty good for killing bosses, and it comes with a cleanse, so that's perfectly fine with me. Do I want this? Or sorry, not that. This. Do I want this? Yes, actually. I think I do want that because I'm not gonna be using this very much. And in fact, I don't think I even mind wand grips on it. Just so that this does 3 poison once, and it doesn't need previous poison. In case you don't know, this side, it does poison equal to its pips, but also it gets +1 for every other poison that's out there. So it's like a super poison. I could wand the spiker to reduce the damage, but we're safe. I will repel, that'll hit both of them, and shield for 2, that's pretty good, and we'll keep that. Okay, so who's the weakest? It's the soldier, and then the venom, and we're gonna hit the troll to turn off regen, and we're gonna just try to whack this troll to death real hard. It's a tough fight because it's like, who do you kill first? The troll who regens and has more HP, or the spiker who hits harder but is hard, it causes damage when you hit him. Okay, we're not gonna do venom cleanse. We are going to fish for damage with the venom. It's a bit unfortunate now. The venom has a 50-50 shot of getting a blank or this useless cleanse. Oh, crud. Well, we gotta roll for it, and we got a blank. I don't hate that though. I think I still would have rolled. So the main issue is I have to use some mana kind of inefficiently here just to kill this troll right now. I'm actually not gonna use the last mana to kill it. I'll let it hit people and do damage. It dies and a Gnoll appears. Now we have a Gnoll and a spiker. We're not as beat up as we could be though. And venom is actually pretty good against the Gnoll. This will hit the Gnoll and the spiker. That's obviously good. This I could hit the spiker with, but I don't really see the need to. We're gonna fish for the venom's damage sides, which we can't seem to hit today. Okay, so we do that. We kill off the Gnoll. Get some mana. Let's chill you so that you don't damage anybody. Let's do that so we don't waste any mana. And then, sure, we'll heal the weakest character. We just need 3 more damage. We're completely fine here. Even with bad rolls from the venom, this was not an issue, so we do that. And then we burst. Okay, Boots of Speed's an interesting one. So if you get a hero with a bad left side, then you can replace that with something good, and you get an extra reroll. But if you are not replacing a bad side with this sort of sucks. And then this, +1 pip to all heal self, heal sides. I mean, yeah, we haven't taken a tier 3 hero yet. And, sorry, we haven't taken a tier 3 red hero yet. So, you know, we're in pretty good shape for being able to now pick one that has, there's like some multi-use sides, and then they just get +1, which is nice. Okay, this is a pretty tough fight. These caw eggs can be an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. They can be an absolute nightmare because, of course, they summon caws, and they have a 50-50 chance of doing so, so you really need to kill them. They're next to bandits. Remember, bandits will run if you overkill somebody by 2 or more. So, it's tough. Right now, I would just use this to overkill a caw egg and make a bandit run. That's completely fine with me. The problem is I need to get this caw egg down to 1, and this only gets the caw egg down to 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'll keep this because that will hit these 2 bandits as like a backup. Wow, as a backup plan? What kind of a backup plan is that, really? I'd probably be better off hitting the middle bandit who's shielded. Fine, I'll keep this, but I'm gonna try to get 2 mana. Oh no. Oh boy. We're gonna keep a mana here and we're gonna hope for the best. Oh god, we are not getting there. So unfortunately, I cannot make a bandit run. I can't get this down to exactly 1 HP because the soldier would not roll damage. If the soldier, oh, I should have kept the sword. No, it's my fault. I should have kept the sword. If I'd kept the sword, then I could have balanced, gotten this down to 1 and killed it. Oof, okay. What I'm gonna do is a really conservative move. I am just going to kill one of these Oh my God, I didn't even realize. Oh, that works. Because it goes down to 1 from the hit, then it takes 3 poison damage. Oh, I should use this. And then it takes 3 poison damage from 1 HP, which counts as damage, which makes the bandit run. I should have done it to the top one, then I could have done it and killed this bandit before he attacked. All right, so now both caw eggs are ready to go, which is really, really scary. We need to kill them at all costs. That kills 1. Okay, I can chill the other one, and we're fine. I'm not worried about optimizing anything. We'll put this on for damage to the bandits. Yeah, this is fine. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. We're just gonna get to work here. Can I get one of these? Oh, I can. No, nothing does 3 damage here, unfortunately. This poison doesn't do it. So we are just gonna keep it super simple. We're gonna burst that one. Then we're going to just hit you. And, oh no, that's wrong. Wrong, sorry. No, what I should do is I should chill you and just make you stop. And then we still have a chance next time to make it run with an overkill. Now there is going to be a Gnoll coming here. Oh, could I have killed the bandit somehow? I didn't think about that. Okay, so the caw egg is getting ready to go again. All right, if I get the 3 sword, I can do it. We actually got there. Oh man, all right, so we're going to now balance to do exactly 1 damage to this, overkill it by 2, and then it just so happens that the poison is really good against these Gnolls. As long as, of course, the Gnoll's attack doesn't kill anybody. But yeah, I'm gonna pause for a second. Okay, carrying on. We have a very interesting choice here. Both of these characters have a bad left side. This kills the barbarian, and I don't think I have a way of dealing with that except for this, which would eliminate this side, which would, that's also not a great side most of the time either. So I would just be kind of rolling for the other 4 sides that admittedly probably will be doing a lot of damage. This with the Bloodlust, +1 pip for each damaged enemy, often does pretty good work. The Ghast, I'm not really sure I understand this character. This is a little bit weak as far as spells go. You have 2 wands that weaken, and then there's this thing which also kills the Ghast. I'm actually gonna just YOLO it. We're gonna take a random and see what happens. Surgeon, completely happy with this. Oh man, that's good. Okay, so we get this, +1 pip to all heal, self-heal sides. They're all heal sides. And this also means that these sides give 3 mana, which is makes them a better mana generator than some wizards I could name. And then this bringing a hero back, so a reactionary revival is really fantastic in the final boss. It does increase by 1, the cost does, each time you use it. However, the fact that the first one's only 3 and brings a character back with full health is just insane. Truly a fantastic class, and I'm glad I went random. All right, we got the Basalt that when you do 1 damage, it takes double damage, and then when you do 2 damage, it takes 4, and then when you hit it for 3, it deals 5, and so on. So you kind of want to hit it for 1. I actually don't know how I'm going to hit this thing for 1 damage. No one has 1. Okay, this wand right here. That's my only literal way of doing 1 damage. Yeah, it's the only way. So I'm going to have to roll for that wand with Glacia. Now, Glacia is dying here, getting killed by the Quartz and the Basalt Onslaught. So I could kill the Quartz if I do exactly 5 damage to it. That is a possibility. Yeah, or I could keep this. But any of the things that this thing has will save the Glacia. So I'm gonna roll that, and I'm gonna roll this trying to get the wand. This does nothing, and this, I'll be frisky, and we'll try to roll a 3 damage sword. 2 damage sword, I'm not gonna risk it twice. This is the weakest side, and I have no blanks. You rolled a blank. This is just a 4 shield. I'd rather get mana, so we'll roll everything there. All right, that's about as good as I could hope for. I didn't get the wand yet, but that's fine. What I'm gonna do here is save the Glacia. And then it's kind of weird here. I can't actually do 3 damage to it, unfortunately. So what I'm gonna do here is start the poison going on the Basalt. And where does this 2 damage go? It's kind of hard to say exactly where you should put this damage. I know I want to chill this quartz. I don't want to bring these guys to within 1 of their vulnerable HP though, because I have no way of doing 1 damage. So we're just gonna hit the basalt, I guess, shield some more on the glacier, and call it a day. So the venom and the glacier are now both weak and effectively do nothing. And that kind of sucks because now I used up my chill and we're gonna be summoning a slate. Oh, this is bad. We are in bad shape. The fact that I got weakened here really sucks because now I can't stop this from happening, and I also miss my chance to trigger the chip train. Okay, I could very well lose it here, unfortunately. The soldier is safe because I'm killing this quartz. No, I should fish for mana here. Okay, now I'm not gonna fish anymore with only 1 roll left. All right, so right now is kind of a calm before the storm sort of situation where nothing happens right now this moment, but we get a slate and we're gonna get a Gnoll, and this basalt still has a ton of HP, so I would say things are going horribly, and I might very well lose the run right here. Now, I did get my shield, which will protect the venom. This needs to be 3 to kill the quartz. I'm just gonna hard roll for it, and I'm gonna keep rolling for the wand, which would be critical here to stop this other slate from spawning. This is good against the Gnoll, so I'm just gonna do that. Yup. I need a little bit of luck here. I got a little bit, that kills the quartz, that's good. What am I fishing for here? This is actually fine, and we're just fishing for the 1 in 6 chance. We don't get it, so we kill the quartz. We're gonna kill that Gnoll, save the venom, heal the glacier, shield the venom, and we're gonna end turn. So the Gnoll dies. We now have 2 slates and a pretty healthy basalt. I am very, very glad I got that basalt with poison, so at least the poison's been doing some work, but these slates are gonna start being a problem. I don't have an efficient way of dealing with them. I don't have like a way of doing 1 damage or something to them. This is pretty good. It will damage each of them. It's an AoE. This will start hurting the basalt some more. This will help save the venom, and I'm still fishing for the wand. Oh my god, okay, the wand there is really, truly gigantic. It stops another slate from coming. It starts the chip train. I need to make sure that this venom lives. I want to think about what to do here. I think we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna burst, and then I'm gonna hit it with the poison. So what's gonna happen now is it's gonna lose about half of its HP to the poison, and then it will die to poison the following turn. Now I didn't hit it with the sword to take an HP off the slate. I wanted to kind of see what the basalt was gonna do. What it's doing really sucks, so I should have probably hit it with the sword last time. All right, this will kill the basalt because of the chip. So now I just have to worry about the soldier dying. This protects it. This does 1 damage to each slate, which is incredible with the stupid individual HP. So there's gonna be another Gnoll coming, but luckily that wand, the time I rolled the wand, honestly, if I hadn't rolled that wand from Glacia, I think I would have lost this fight. As it is, we have a pretty good, you know, hold on. I should actually do this one because if I get another one of these repel sides, which I am likely to, I can damage both slates, and that's currently my only source of AoE. Okay, this is good. It will kill the Gnoll. This is good. It will save somebody. That will save... Actually, no. Hold on. Hold on. I can kill this slate by hook or by crook. So I don't need this. I have the luxury of trying to fish for that repel side. I didn't get it. That's okay. I didn't get it. All right. So we're going to do this to kill the Gnoll. We save you. We mostly save you. Actually, that's wrong. What I'm gonna do here is just stop digging around. Let's kill the slate. Shield everybody. You die of poison. And now there's no new Gnoll coming. The slate actually ran off. Okay, perfect. Okay, what do we got here? +2/+2 to the 2 right sides. There is that character, the Wanderer, who has these 2 shield copycat sides that copy the keyword that was previously used. If you give +2 to them, it is really incredible. Tusk is very strong, plus pip to all self-heal and shield and self-shield sides. And that's also good with the Keeper because it would add 2 to these repels, which just gives a really good source of AoE. Rather than taking this, which could be good later, I think what I'm gonna do is take this, which is good now. And it does mean I'm losing the steal business with the +2 to incoming shields, but that's fine. Oh, this is not +2, it's +1. Still, this increases the damage of both shields permanently without relying on the steal, and then this makes it an AoE 3, which is crucial because it kills snipers. Now this, I'm not really sure where to put it. I guess we'll just stick it on the lowest HP character that doesn't have their items all filled up. All right, so the Wiz is summoning 2 skeletons. I am going to hit him with a poison to stun him and kill him. This is a bit tricky to use because if it hits a basilisk, it does, unfortunately, get petrified. I mean, that's true of anything. Maybe I could let these bones, I'm gonna let him summon the bones. We're gonna hit one of the basilisks with poison, I think, instead. Do I wanna use this to hit the wisp, just the wisp? Yeah, let's kill the wisp, let's not dick around. And let's fling that at the basilisk to limit the incoming poison. The heal does nothing on turn 1, heal does nothing on turn 1, and heal does nothing on turn 1. All right, so we're gonna do that and kill the wisp. Then we reduce the incoming poison and poison it some more. Heal does nothing. Okay, so the bones being there is a bit of a problem, but if you kill them both, starting with the top one, you will stun the Wiz. The bats are not the end of the world. I could let those go. Let's see. This is good. That saves the soldier. That's good. Yeah, I think this is all just fine. I think I'll fish for mana with the surgeon, but it's no biggie if it doesn't. So now what I'm gonna do here, gosh, do I just pile on this basilisk with poison? Yeah, I'm gonna let the Wiz shoot the bats. The Wiz's worst attack is this, which causes the weaken, and this, which heals everybody. I don't think I mind the bats that much. We save the soldier, and we've got healing here to kind of top these people off a little. Yeah, let's hit a bones and just prepare basically for the next turn to kill this bones, and then stun the Wiz if the Wiz does a really bad attack. Now we do have a Gnoll, which really sucks. What are you gonna do? It's a bit uncomfortable looking. You know, everyone's dying. It's not as bad as it looks though. So we have mana here, we have this saves somebody that. We're just looking for the poison hits here. I don't think I wanna, I could actually cleanse this Glacia. You know what? Yeah, let's just see what it's like if I do that. So the idea here is I am going to be killing this Gnoll because he is hitting pretty hard. And then like that, like that, like this, like that. Now we kill the bones. And I could kill the other bones and stun the Wiz, but again, I'll let the bats go. I'm just gonna chill this basilisk to stop the poison. But if I'm stopping the poison, I don't need to heal the Glacia. Okay, so that means I do not wanna keep this cleanse. I wanna roll that, try to get damage. I got nothing, which of course is sad, but that's fine. We chill this to stop the poison. Oh, right, we're getting mana from this. That's actually quite critical because that can kill the bones to protect the surgeon. The keeper saves himself. And yeah, we're fine. So everyone's a little bit beat up, but I'm kind of keeping the tension in reserve here. Once this bones dies, the Wiz gets stunned. There it is, the Wiz busts out his worst attack, 4 damage and 4 weaken. Now we're gonna kill the bones. And then pile on the basilisk, I suppose. This again, nah. Okay, so this here to kill bones. You save yourself. I guess you might as well heal the poison person. And this is now gonna get petrified. But it's only 7 more damage. We should be able to muddle through somehow. The Wiz is gonna heal, which kind of sucks, but it's only a heal 3. It isn't the end of the world if it goes off. This cleanse actually will bring people their sides back, but we don't actually need that right now. I'm just gonna fish for damage here. That's what I'm talking about. And then I guess we'll put on a heal and get a mana. All right, so we're gonna do you to heal yourself and poison this basilisk. We are going to hit this basilisk. It's not gonna die because it's gonna get healed, so let's just not dick around. Let's just kill it. The Wiz is going to heal himself, but it doesn't matter because no Gnoll. Oh, this is already, it's Gnoll time already. Oops, I miscalculated that. All right, Well, the Gnoll's here. That takes it down to 1. That'll kill it. And then we just need damage, and then we can kill the Wiz. Pretty sure that kills it. So we do this, that, and the other thing. All right, we got Brawler. This is a steel side. So I could put on his little shield thing combo. That's pretty good. I do like Kronos. Kronos has this AoE weaken, which is potentially really strong. And these growth sides. Ah, boy, it's tough. They're both good. I think you probably just can't really go wrong with either one, but we'll take Kronos. I do love the AoE weak, supported by mana from another hero. So we'll just do that. And I guess you don't have any items to use? Very well then. This repel is incredible. We're gonna be fishing for it because it kills snipers. I can kill 2 snipers now. I didn't get it that time. I'm gonna use this on the Fanatic? Am I? That seems weird. Yeah, sure, we'll use it on the Fanatic. There's the repel, perfect. That kills off 2 snipers. So now I would have kept this. If I hadn't gotten the repel, I would have kept this and just dodged the snipers. As it is, I don't need to do that anymore. So we're just fishing for mana and damage. I have 2 rerolls thanks to these rerolls, so I'll fish for 3. There it is. And I just want one of your mana sides. Perfect. Okay, so we do this, and that incredibly kills 2 snipers and stuns Wiz. We hit the Fanatic. We don't have any choice except to keep hitting the Fanatic, apparently. The Fanatic's gonna die, so there's no point even to burst him. I will just keep some HP on Venom and call that a day. Oh man, we are gonna end this before the Gnoll shows up. That is terrific. In fact, a repel ends it single-handedly. We just need to target the soldier, bip, and they both die. All right, this is a tough one. I'm always so tempted by this Horned Viper, which adds poison to the left side and the middle side. It's like, oh yeah, these can be poison. Ooh, synergy with this. But I have learned the correct move is to just take Second Heart. Just take the health. Just take the health, make yourself take it, plug your nose, cover your ears, shield your eyes from the horror, and just make yourself do it. It is the correct thing to do because it is just really good to have an astronomical butt ton of HP. All right, this is good because it hits both demons real hard. That's my top damage. Health does nothing. Venom got poison. That's good enough for me. And then mana, this is about a dream roll, frankly. So we do that, and now I think what I'm gonna do is get this spiker going with the poison, simply because I'm kind of cocky, and I think I can kill these demons without much issue. I am actually going to burst this demon as well. I could have kept some HP on the keeper with a burst, and I also could have weakened them, but I want to save the mana for weaken in case they do something worse, like summoning imps. That's when I want to have my weaken ready. Now this guy's probably just gonna die, so I don't think I even need to weaken necessarily, but all right, we're gonna do this. This is actually important, I think, this time to save the Venom, and this too. Yeah, to shoot that again? Sure. Okay, so the way it works here is we heal the Venom, we shield the Venom. Now this poison side is gonna do some work. We're gonna hit the spiker. We're gonna reuse it. No, wrong. We're gonna hit the demon, and this is kind of clumsy, but we're just gonna hit the demon again. Remember, you can't kill that thing off with abilities, and I wanna keep the mana available for burst. So the keeper's down to 1 HP, but it's not a huge deal. We do have a Gnoll, it's not a big deal either. Spiker is threatening to kill the keeper here, that's fine. Mana, healing and mana. I'll just take 2 damage, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I don't think that's the right one. I would like that to go on him, not on anyone else. I suppose what? We'll stick it on Kronos, save you. And now we really do need to do the tick to stop an imp from being summoned. And this is clumsy, but I'm just gonna kill the Gnoll by brute force. So Spiker finally dies of poison. We have 2 turns now to kill this demon. It should not be an issue. Save the soldier with this. Now you've got damage. Surgeon doesn't have much damage. Let's fish for repel. This is fine. Okay, we couldn't quite find the repel. That's all right. I guess we'll just protect the people who have the lowest amount of HP. This is very annoying. The poison won't kill this, but he runs now because the Gnoll is not yet coming. All right, we got the Inevitable, which is a tough boss. So my strategy for the Inevitable is kill all the wisps, and after all the wisps are dead, Then you focus down the inevitables slowly using survivability to withstand the inevitables increasingly damaging attacks. These get +1 damage. They all have the era keyword, so they all get +1 damage after each round. So there's this chomp that heals, there's this which weakens the top and bottom, and there's this which exerts 3 people in a cleave. Now, this is an important decision. He doesn't necessarily do that much damage, so these aren't necessarily that good. But these, if the fight drags on, can be used to break through these immune HPs. And what is that? That could be mana. I didn't get the +2, unfortunately, item. But I think that's the correct move because the eccentric's just not that great if I'm not rolling this side specifically. I don't have any way of like... you know, I actually could put this on the eccentric. All right, fine. I hope this doesn't cost me the run. I'm going to take the eccentric because I can put this on him. Not that. I can put this on him. And... it doesn't matter that he's covering up the middle. This needs to go on somebody. I think I am gonna just not worry about the steal business. We're just gonna do this so that you get 3 shields every turn, which will help you survive. One strategy to keep in mind here is to have people die on purpose and then bring them back with the surgeon at full HP. Okay, so #1 priority is kill the wisps. The wisps need to die, and that means I need mana from these people and repels. The repel only hits 1 wisp. I'm okay with that. I just want to kill the wisps as soon as possible. The top priority for killing the wisps is to kill the ones who are summoning the bones, which is kind of a problem because the repel doesn't work on those. But we're going to do the best that we can. So we're going to, hit this one, and then, no, that's not the right move. I'm going to hit this one, and then I'm going to kill it with that. And I'm gonna tick here to stop them from summoning bones, because the bones are a real, actual problem. You know, just, it doesn't seem like much, they're only 5 HP, but you really need to get these wisps down before the inevitable pops off. Now, I got 3 people who are all exerted, and I think the correct thing to do about that is to just suck it up and deal with it. So this is a weird side to use. I am gonna put that on the inevitable just to kind of get it going. This kills a wisp. That hurts a wisp a lot. This doesn't really do much because you're in pain. No, I'm gonna fish for the mana with you. We got the mana, and then we just need mana from you as well. Perfect. Okay, so we got mana. I'll just touch you with the mana so that you're not taking damage. And then we need to hit one of these. I guess that one. This will kill you so you don't summon a thing. This goes on the inevitable. And now we're gonna do some brute force. We're gonna just brute force burst all these wisps to death. I really think this is the way to go with this fight. Like, yes, you wanna get through these immune HPs, and yes, you wanna kill him before he gets out of control, but I need to deal with the wisps first. Okay, so he's targeting some sleepy people with exert. The surgeon, unfortunately, is not actually sleepy. Should I tick this? It doesn't actually help. I'm gonna just do a damage to the Gnoll and try to kill off the Gnoll next turn. Okay, this is a little awkward, but this will hit the Gnoll and kill it, and it'll save Kronos. This doesn't quite work, unfortunately, because it'll get exerted after it's used, but it will save one of these people. Actually, the Kronos can save himself. I don't think the Kronos needs to use that because we do have a burst to save him. Okay, we'll just get a bunch of mana. That saves somebody. Okay. The eccentric exerted himself by flipping that cantrip, which is kind of funny. All right, we're gonna kill the Gnoll. And then what we do here is we burst this once so the poison triggers that HP. And then we're gonna use brute force to save everybody. And again, I could have just let one of them die and then brought him back with the surgery, but since that does have deplete, I want to make sure that I kind of wait for a little bit. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna save you. Now, the inevitable does heal a lot. I think the strategy in this fight is don't worry about the heals. Let the heals happen and then bring it down later. This is nice because it one-shots the Gnoll. And this, I don't think that helps. I'm just fishing for poison. Didn't happen, but that's okay because we have the save. Thanks to our incredible keeper. We'll just heal someone who's damaged, and we'll just burst you for a little bit of extra damage. In fact, I'm gonna burst again so that now it triggers 2 of his immune HP. Oh no, never mind. He was healing. That was a mistake. I should not have used the mana like that. Okay, now these Aerosides are getting pretty big. I am getting a little bit nervous, but remember, we do have Operate. And we also now have a lot of healing. So I'm hoping that I'm able to just kind of heal my way out of this. Let's see, we do that. Nah, that doesn't quite work as well as I would like. What I'm gonna do, I think, is shoot him with poison again. This gets rid of 3 of his HPs. And now, basically, I can save the Eccentric and either the Venom or the Keeper. Let's save the... Oh, no, the Venom doesn't have enough HP. Let's save the Keep... Oh, the Keeper's not saved! Okay, so that means that we need to back up a little bit. I need to save you like that for sure, but then I need to do this to fully save you. This still isn't good because it ends up triggering the immunity HP early. And then he actually ends up taking less damage overall. Now, please don't roll the heal. Perfect. Okay, so he's not rolling the heal, so he's just dead in a couple of turns. We're gonna get some mana to bring back the Thief. I don't actually want to hit him with anything because I don't want this to trigger. If you trigger the immunity, then he doesn't take any damage from the poison. This again flipped the cantrip and then became exhausted. That's fine. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna operate. We're gonna save you. And we're gonna just throw out some heals. And I don't want to do any damage or anything. We just want to let this go. And now he's gonna die. As long as he doesn't get the heal. He got the heal. Okay, that's kind of annoying. But it's not the end of the world. We just brute force him to death with bursts, which we're fortunate to have. And then there's this thing, which apparently counts the poison that he has, which is kind of funny. Okay, so we do this to the Gnoll to kill it, and we burst him to death. And that's the game. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. That was our nice victory with the 3rd Gnoll curse. I'll see you again soon. Take care.